Welcome back, everyone. Final event of the night here from the brand new Stardust Speedway 2.0. You've seen the oval in action. We're about to try the figure eight and see what kind of action it gives us. I'm guessing it's going to give us syphilis. Alright, here's the lineup for the figure eight event, then I'll go over their points after that. Down there all the way on the inside, in the Gremlin, very familiar sight for those of you who are fans of the figure eight division, that is the number 14 for Redline Racing. Candy Tomorrow, just outside of her, in the number 99, also for Redline Racing. He's had a great season so far. It's Michi Rossini. Next to him, 107, always a tough customer, Urantia Jewel for 2 Raw. Then way up there next to him on the outside, number 71 for Leadpaw Motorsports, Kibo Monroe. Out to the very outside of there, former championship winner in this division, if I can talk correctly, for Local Dog Racing, it is Kaz Freshy. Back a row from there. On the inside, kinda, the National Guard Amp Energy Mountain Dew Kendrick Engine Machine, number 88 of Kato Kendrick. Next to him in the blue, maybe it's a Honda S2000. We're not sure what it is, but we should probably throw it back. Miata, maybe. I
don't know.
It's blue. He's in the blue car, and that is Hemi Lover Sock. Next to him, in the number 2, I believe that's a country stock he's out here in. That is F. Fred Koolhoven for FK Autosports, SS Galaxy machine there. And just behind him, in the Fockweiser number 6, Fock Rao, that old 69 Camaro. I do believe that's the entire starting field, unless I missed anybody. So we're going to go over to their points now. Right now, Michi Rossini, he's had a great season so far. He kind of slipped up the last few weeks. He has 236 points, and only a 2-point lead over Kato Kendrick, who's really been coming on here as we approach midway in the season, or I believe we have approached and now passed it. Urantia Jewel sits third with 220. He's been decently strong all season, and Candy Tomorrow has returned for 212 points in fourth. You have, rounding out the top 5, Kaz Freshy with 210. Then Fockrau with 196. 188 for Hemi Lover Sock. F. Fred Koolhoven with 182. That's down to 8th. 9th is Kibo Monroe with 176. Bill Padalo rounds out the top 10 with 166. Zaria Falconer, Doucha Fox, Shale 11th and 12th with 50 and 38. All drivers are registered, and gates getting ready to go. Hopefully they all start this time. It is a little sketchy last time, but all these figure 8 cars ready to go. First figure 8 race on this new track. You saw them on the old configuration last season. And here we go, underneath the roller coaster, down across the intersection. Michi Rossini has his nose out front, and entering the right-hander, we have a bit of a tie-up. And it looks like the 14 Tomorrow works her way down to the inside. Here they come across the intersection in the other direction. Rossini on the inside tags the wall, hand the lead to Candy Tomorrow. Big wreck behind him. Koolhoven finds the inside wall. Fockrau has nowhere to go and gets collected. Huge dogfight of cars out front, and then 2 cars in the back. Tomorrow holding the lead. Her teammate Rossini right behind her. Her other teammate Kendrick behind him. So right now looking good for Redline Racing. Then the blue thing of Hemi Lover Sock in 4th. Kibo Monroe works his way up to 5th, and somehow Fockrau has gotten all the way up to 6th in all this confusion back here. So let's take a look at your leaders right now. The 14 and the 99, as they're headed for opposing traffic. Urantia Jewel has gotten out of shape. He ends up in the rear of the field. And here we go, intersection action again, just behind the 6 of Rao. Tomorrow had to dodge way wide there. That opens the door for Rossini. Rossini working the inside off the left-hander. Here comes that traffic the other way. Oh, Candy Tomorrow and the 2 F. Fred Koolhoven. Big collision. And that moves Kato Kendrick up to 2nd. 99, Rossini holds the lead. And the blue thing collides with the 107. That's Jewel. F. Fred Koolhoven's going to get by Jewel. And the blue thing losing a lot of positions here as Kaz Freshy works his way on by for 4th. Rossini, Rao dodging each other in the intersection. 88, Kendrick trying to take advantage. 14 Tomorrow holding on. Here we go again, other direction. Rao's going to fit through. Whoa, Kendrick gets behind him. don't know how they made that one fit, but Kendrick loses a little time, as does Rao. Both drivers trying to catch the car ahead of him. Here comes Rao through again. Tomorrow going the other way. They tag each other. It looks like they're both able to continue, but they both lose considerable amounts of time. Rossini just in front of Monroe there. Don't know how he made that one work either. The view from up here on the roller coaster is pretty nice in the intersection, but I tell you, you still cannot tell when people are getting through the intersection and when they aren't until it actually happens. 88 Kendrick for the lead, just behind 71 Monroe. They're coming up to lap Koolhoven in the 2. Rossini working that inside there on the right-hander. They're behind the 71 and the 2 going their way. And now back to the other inside goes the 99, Rossini. Across the intersection, Monroe the other way collects Kendrick and Koolhoven. Koolhoven gets going again. Candy Tomorrow trying to go around the outside of him. Jewel gets tagged in the intersection. And we're still racing. Rossini working down there again. This is lap number 10. The 2 leaders are now clear of the 71 of Monroe. 14 Tomorrow, not yet, but she's working on it. Just behind him, and they collect each other. Both drivers around. 71 Monroe continues. Tomorrow is going as well. Jewel tagged again by the 22 of Freshie. He's racing against the blue thing. That is for the 4th spot. So pretty far up in the field there as Jewel almost tags the blue thing. He's getting ready to go a lap down to your leader, number 99, Rossini, who hits the inside wall and hands it back to Kendrick. 2, Koolhoven trying to keep them both in range here, seeing if he can get a lap back. Battle for 4th rages on. 3rd place car has kind of fallen out of that lead picture there. Kendrick currently leading. This is going to be lap 13 for your leaders. They're coming up to put a lap on your Rancha Jewel. So, racing pretty single file at the moment, which means 2 things. 1, you're not going to see a lot of passes for position at the moment, and 2, there's going to be a lot of action in the intersection. As you can see here, we focus back on our leader. He is in the right-hander here, coming off of it. And across the intersection, just behind Rao, who collides with the blue thing. Give that spot to Kaz Freshie, that's 4th. Rao falls a considerable way back. He was up there battling with Rancha Jewel, as I recall. The blue thing wrecks again. Monroe's racing him now. This is for 4th. And Monroe almost gets Candy Tomorrow here as your leader's trying to put a lap on your Rancha Jewel. It's incorrect about who that 6 car was battling there. He was battling with the blue thing. So, coming into the right-hander here, your leader, Kendrick, on the outside of Jewel. Jewel not giving anything up. Overdrives the corner, and in comes Kendrick. Mark the 107, a lap down. Rossini trying to do the same thing to Koolhoven. He's having a little difficulty doing so right now. Koolhoven working the inside, or I should say outside now. And it looks like Rossini is going to make this one stick. Tomorrow holds on to 3rd, kind of by herself out there. She collides with somebody going into the right-hander. Didn't see which car she caught. May have caught the wall, actually. So that's going to allow Freshie to catch up on her a bit, as now Kendrick's having to dodge around her in the intersection. We got one around. That's the 6 of Rao. And he gets himself going again, but that was quite a nasty hit. He ended up backward on the track there, and he's lost a 2nd lap, I do believe. So right now, things starting to get chaotic once again here as we approach 10 laps left to go. Your leader now putting a lap on 71 Monroe. Monroe currently runs in the 5th spot. And the blue thing tags the wall. Looks like he's going to continue, though. And Monroe gets Candy Tomorrow in the intersection. Right now, things looking very good for Kato Kendrick, and that points lead slowly shrinking, I should say, for Rossini. If the race were to end now, and I hate when announcers say this, I'm just letting you know before I say it. If the race were to end now, they'd be tied in points. However, in a figure-8 race, you really can't throw stats like that out there. It just doesn't make sense, which is exactly why I did it. Lap 22 going away for your leader, number 88, Kato Kendrick, coming up to put a lap on 4th place, Kaz Freshie. And Kendrick had to dodge Tomorrow there. Things got pretty tight. There's a 3-car battle behind him. And I'm trying to see if they're all on the lead lap. I see Sock and Jewel and Monroe, and I don't believe they're all on the same lap. But they are. So Monroe falls all the way down to 7th. And Jewel moves himself all the way up into 5th. Not too many laps left in this thing for Kato Kendrick right now. He's got a big cushion, lots of lap cars between himself and second place. His lead is about 4.6 seconds over Rossini, the current points leader. Tomorrow holds on to third. Freshie behind her in fourth is quite a ways down. As you can see, the leader's already right up behind him. So 4 cars in the lead lap. It's really boiled down to who can survive the intersection. Let's kind of take a look at this intersection action here as your leader comes by. 5 laps left to go for him. He's going around Falk Rao, and tomorrow, and working his way into the left-hander here. Not too much traffic for him right now. He can kind of chill out behind Freshie, who also has a clear track here. Across the intersection they go again, and look out, Falk Rao, and he wisely brakes. And that's the kind of racing that usually helps people win in Figure 8, but a lot of drivers not really aware of the fact that there is another button you can use that actually slows your car down when you're approaching another car at breakneck speeds. And this time it looked like Kimi Leversock used that button just a little bit, not quite enough, caught the back of Kaz Freshie here, as we have 2 laps left to go for your leader. Big pack over there in the right-hander. Oh, Kendrick having to slow down for it, and Rao doing the same. 99 Rossini in the middle of that pack. He's worked his way out of it, as Kendrick comes underneath for the white flag here. Got to get through that big pack one more time. Oh, look out, Monroe, and he makes it fit, and the 107 Jewel tags the blue thing. Candy Tomorrow's around. She's in third. She could lose it to Kaz Freshie. 88 Kendrick goes way wide, gets her on the back of 71 Monroe, and checkers are in the air. Kato Kendrick brings it home. Looks like that car is no longer cursed with getting second or third or anything else like that. Number 99, Rossini, rocking the new car tonight, comes home second. And that battle for third, Candy Tomorrow is going to hold on to it. Kaz Freshie comes home fourth. Urantia Jewel, first car, 1 lap down in fifth. Fred Koolhoven, Kibo Monroe, 6th and 7th. Hemi Leversock comes home 8th. And Falk Rao, after that nasty spin over in the right-hander, comes home 9th. So that is going to be it for us tonight. Some pretty crazy events. Pretty fun new track. Definitely look forward to seeing that one. For those of you who are somehow watching this before Wednesday happens, we've got Street Stocks, Country Stocks, Pro Trucks, and of course No Champs Pavement coming to you from that would be Falconer Raceway this Wednesday the 16th. Then next week, this series travels back to Dirtfield Raceway, this track's cousin, so you should see a lot of interesting racing there, especially if drivers can apply things they learned here at Stardust to their strategies at Dirtfield Raceway. We've got a special event coming up in 2 weeks, the Smartinville 100. That is going to be a big one too here on YouTube, and the DWRL All-Pro Dirt Series, if I can get that one out, which I can't. So that's going to be it for us tonight. Hope you all had fun, and we'll be seeing you next week at Dirtfield Raceway.